What's up, guys? This is Adam down here with Coolsville in beautiful Las Vegas on a hot day. Thanks for tuning in.
Adam, my man. What up,
brother? How are you?
How long you been doing this, bro?
A little over 7.5 years.
Yeah, always in Las Vegas or what?
That's where I really got serious about it. I started in California.
Yeah, so how's your Las Vegas tattoo experience been?
Good, man, good. You get challenged a lot because you never know what's coming in the door and everything. So it's like, you gotta kind of be able to adapt. You can't stay focused on one thing. A lot of different styles, a lot of different requests. One day you could be doing like skulls and, you know, Grim Reapers, and the next day you're doing like butterflies.
Or maybe them together, butterflies and Grim Reapers.
Yeah, there you go. That'd be cool.
Yeah, right.
Whatever they want. Fuck.
Yeah. Right now we're doing a donation drive for the Hurricane Helene relief. Have you ever been in a shop before where there was like so much like donation type work going on?
Not how it is here. I mean, some shops will promote it to the point where it's like, oh, you know, 10% off and, you know, 5% of that goes to helping, but never to where it's like you could actually get a tattoo that's decent for your donation for free. Yeah, honestly, like I've done a couple last night and they're cool, man. Like I support it. Anytime you want to help somebody else in need, and if we have a way to do that through our art, that's even better. It's for a good cause. You're helping people. You don't have to, you know, it's not like for a tax write-off or anything. It's literally just to help people.
Yeah, and it's not just the owner, it's like the artist. Everybody's participating.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's kind of a cool memory too. You could be like, oh, you remember when that hurricane happened? This is the tattoo I got for helping. Yeah. You know, so it's like a permanent memory of a historical event. And it was your part in it to help people, you know what I'm saying? Get back to on their feet, get back to what they need.
So when it comes to tattooing, what's your forte? What do you love to do? What's your jam?
Traditional and neo-traditional, full color.
Yeah. Explain neo-traditional.
Neo-traditional, I mean, I know there is certain rules. I think over the past, I would say decade, it's kind of like broadened its horizon. I think that sometimes becomes a catch-all between, you know, oh, well, this isn't realism, but it's not traditional, so it's neo-traditional. When I think about neo-traditional, I think about like the old school 90s stuff, you know what I'm saying?
So do you think neo-traditional is becoming more popular right now?
I do. I think neo-traditional is really on the rise. I think that people don't realize it's neo-traditional. And then you tell them like, oh, this is a neo-traditional piece, and they're like, oh, what's that? And I'm like, what I'm tattooing on you, you know? So
are there any specifications that would make something neo-traditional?
In my opinion, there's not really any set specifications. The rules are a little different. Like with traditional, you know what I'm saying? It's really heavy blacks and then color is kind of an afterthought. Where neo-traditional, it's like you can kind of mix. Like sometimes you don't want to have straight black, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just want color. And you use different tones too. Like you, like traditional is, you know, black and red, where neo-traditional can be a little bit of black, a darker red to a red, you know what I'm saying? So
sure.
Like you get a little bit more freedoms with it in that way. There's so many good artists out there that it's like, when you look at it, it's like, damn, this is a neo-traditional piece that's done right. But a lot of times the client's like, oh, you know, they call it something else. Or
what do they call it? What do people mistake it for?
Some people call it realism. Like I had a lady that wanted a neo-traditional pinup, and she was like, I want this realistic pinup. And I was like, I don't do realism. Like, I'm not going to tell you I do. I don't. And I looked at it, I was like, well, this is neo-traditional. And she was like, well, it looks realistic. And I was like, well, whatever you want, it's on your body. I mean, but it is neo-traditional. And when I was tattooing her, I was explaining it to her, you know what I'm saying? Like, realism is way different than neo-traditional, you know?
Are there any tattoo trends that have popped up here recently that you think aren't going to stay around or you would like to see go away?
Oh, thin lines.
Yeah.
Thin lines. The only reason being is because a thin line, man, ink expands over time. So like if you're doing a lot of detail in a small area, but in the 80s, everybody was getting these really tiny tattoos like this big. And then they're like, yeah, I got this back in 83, and they lift up the arm and you can't see what it is. And yeah, this is why we don't want to tattoo that small, you know what I'm saying? Or with those lines, it'll look good at first, but give it 3 years, especially now, from what I've been seeing, like the trends, like the geometric that's real thin and
sure, yeah,
the really tight stuff. You see it like 3, 4, or 5 years from now, and it's all bleeding together, and it's going to become unlegible in a decade.
For sure, and that's what they say, bold will hold.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. My name's Adam. Hope to see you soon.